Russian forces continue launching nighttime drone strikes across Ukraine. On July 22nd, Russian strikes pounded Odessa, targeting a military airfield. Several downed drones crashed into residential areas after being intercepted by Ukrainian air defenses. Explosions also rocked the Dnipropetrovsk region, while Russian aircraft dropped guided bombs on the Sumy and Zaporozhye regions. Ukrainian drones attempted attacks on Russian territory, but all were reportedly shot down without casualties. The night before, Moscow claimed to have destroyed 35 Ukrainian drones overnight. This analysis examines the contrasting psychological impacts of drone warfare on Russian and Ukrainian societies. While Ukrainian strikes on Moscow's aviation hubs and railway infrastructure lack strategic military value, they serve as psychological operations aimed at provoking civilian discontent in Russia. The attacks reflect a scorched earth mentality of the Ukrainian leadership who prioritize symbolic retaliation over tactical gains. Meanwhile, Russian strikes systematically degrade Ukraine's military capabilities, creating starkly different front realities. Ukrainian men face forced conscription and movement restrictions, while Russian civilians maintain relative normalcy, a disparity that fuels Ukrainian resentment. The Russian public response follows a historical pattern. While critical of domestic authorities, citizens prioritize a national defense over grievances when facing external threats. This resilience contrasts with Ukraine's emotional reactions driven by envy and desperation. Asymmetric warfare tactics reveal deeper societal divides, with Russia pursuing military objectives while Ukraine increasingly resorts to psychological warfare with diminishing returns. Meanwhile, on the front lines, Ukrainian assault units from the Aidar Nazi Battalion attempt senseless breakthroughs near Tayokina. Russian forces repel these attacks with artillery and airstrikes. In the Sumy region, heavy battles continue near Kondratovka, where Ukrainians are trying to repel Russians from the recently captured village. So far, to no avail. Russian troops have reportedly liberated Shibinivka, located west of Tadietsk. The recent liberation of Bila Hora also heavily weakened the Ukrainian defense on the eastern flank, threatening Ukrainian supply lines. South of Pokrovsk, Russian units advanced near Zidiva. Heavy fighting continues as Ukrainian forces suffer significant losses. Now, Russian reconnaissance groups are already operating in Pokrovsk itself. On the Zaporozhye front, Russian paratroopers are advancing from Kamensky toward Plavny. Ukrainian reinforcements, including the Kraken Nazi unit, have failed to halt Russian momentum. Meanwhile, Ukraine's forced mobilization deepens public discontent. Videos of violent conscription raids circulate online as men resist draft orders. As fighting continues, Russian forces hold the initiative on multiple fronts, including the psychological one. Russian troops are expanding military control while Ukrainian defenses show increasing strain.